Howdy there, folks. This is episode number 3 of Dreamtime with Jesse. The title for today is The Phantom Puker. Now, you're gonna see why that makes sense later. It's just so fitting. Now, today, I don't know what to say about this particular dream. It may have not even been a dream. Today is a dream plus a ghost story. Let's just put it like that. So let's get into it. It was a cold winter's night, and I was going to a party dinner thing at Diamela's house. And she makes really good pozole, so on this particular night I ate more pozole than I probably should have. And I was feeling pretty uncomfortable the whole time. And, when the drunk people started to sing, that was when we left, because I don't get drunk, and I usually don't sing. So, we made it back home at like midnight, 1 o'clock, roughly right there. So, trying to go to bed. I'm on my back, and you already know that when you're super full and you get on your back, it just feels really gross. You feel kind of pukey, and I'm kind of in and out of sleep, I'm like popping in and out of reality, and I don't even know whether I'm awake or dreaming anymore. And I look to I look to my right from laying on my back, and there's a lady, which is pretty strange because I could have swore that I went to bed alone that night. And so I'm not wigging out or anything yet, because I'm no stranger to the supernatural. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is pleasant. And I actually mean that. There's like a very nice warmth emanating from this lady. And she had her back to me. And she just looked so, tranquil, very peaceful. Her breathing was, very steady. I don't know how to describe it, but it was all very nice. And while I'm laying there on my back on the right side of the bed, which is strange because usually I sleep in the center or on the left, but for whatever reason I was on the right side. And when I say that, I mean it from the perspective of somebody at the front of the room. And this is important because at some point while I'm looking at her, she starts to show signs of discomfort. She's kind of wiggling a bit. She's tossing, turning, I guess you could call it. And I put my hand on her and I ask, "Are you okay?" And right at that moment, she sits up and she throws her legs off the side of the bed, She puts her hand on her mouth, and I can't actually see what she looks like because she keeps her back to me the whole time. Not to mention it's dark as fuck, so it's really more just her silhouette. And then she runs out of my room, and I can see that she turned the light on to the restroom, and I hear her puking her guts out on the toilet. And I'm kind of tempted to get up and walk to the restroom, I guess, to do what people do when other people are puking. But I don't. And then I hear her finish puking, and she flushes the toilet, and I hear her footsteps walk to the sink, and she, I guess, probably rinses her mouth out. And I can hear her, breathing. I guess you could call it heaving. I don't know. You know how it is when people finish puking. And yeah, so she turns the light off, and I hear the footsteps leave the restroom, but she doesn't walk back into the room. And now I'm like, I'm guessing this is where the dream ends, and I'm guessing that it's reality now. Because I turn over to my phone and it's like 3 in the morning, and strangely enough, I am on the right side of the bed, and I still feel pretty warm. Now, generally speaking, I'm pretty hot, like, all the time. I always feel really warm, which is why I don't wear jackets in the winter. But this is like a different kind of warm. It's like a pleasant warm, as opposed to a uncomfortable warm, which is what usually follows me around. And generally speaking, people say that all kinds of bad, witchy, magical shit goes on at 3 in the morning. But, like, I mean, really, it doesn't help you to wig out about it. As a matter of fact, it's kind of, it just makes you look bad, okay? It's not gonna help you, so don't do it, because it's embarrassing. So, yeah, there I am, laying on my back, and coincidentally enough, not feeling full and pukey anymore. Perhaps she puked for me, I don't know. But, yeah, that's one of those things that I'm probably gonna remember the rest of my life. Let's just hope it doesn't happen again. And in case you're wondering, I did, in fact, go to sleep after that. Didn't even worry about it. Woke up in the morning, didn't eat anything. It's a perfectly normal day. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that third installment of Dreamtime with Jesse. Uh, as always, remember to like and subscribe and leave me a comment if you feel so inclined to do so. Until next time, this is Makwawith Man, also known as Mako Man Jesse Ariano. Peace.